Doc here with the Humboldt X YouTube channel, and I'm in the Yurok town of Weitchpec. It's up in northern Humboldt County, and it's along the Highway 96, Bigfoot Highway. Man, it's beautiful here. So stay tuned, hang with me. Let's get to it. Little foggy this morning. It's been that way all week, but out on Highway 96 it's supposed to be really sunny, so such a beautiful time of year to take a ride out there too. So see what it looks like when we get out there. In the Willow Creek, it's such a cool little community, and get onto the 96 here. This is the southern start of Highway 96, and stay on, it goes way north up through Happy Camp, and then eventually it goes east out to I-5 out by Wairika. So keep heading north here and drive through Hoopa. I'm gonna stop real quick here and check the vista point, man. Stop real quick. This is the Trinity River down here. Highway 96. Follows the Trinity River, which runs south to north, and then up at Weitchpec the confluence of the Trinity and the Klamath, and then it joins up, and then it goes out to Klamath, you know, the Klamath River and all that. But this is the land of the Hoopa, and there's three major tribal areas up here, and the Yurok, the Kuruk, and the Hoopa, and they all share boundaries. And Weitchpec was a trade area, and the natives would use the rivers here for like highways, you know. So, all right, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna drive through Hoopa and get up to Weitchpec, man. Welcome to Weitchpec, man. I'm gonna go across the bridge here and pull over. Damn. All right, I can hear the Trinity down there. This is how you get over to Martin's Ferry, and I'm gonna head down there in a minute, but I'm gonna go walk over to the bridge first here. This is pretty significant piece of Humboldt. Weitchpec was It's at the confluence of the Trinity and the Klamath, which Klamath is down a little bit further, you know. But this was a trade hub through here for the native folks for years and years. A good shot of the bridge. Look at that. And once the gold rush kind of hit in 1848, gold was discovered on Trinity and Klamath Rivers. The settlers started coming in and doing their thing, you know. And this was a pretty significant route. And most of the town, from what I can tell, is all up in here. This whole area back up in here. And there was a ferry down here called Durkee's Ferry to get back and forth across. And the village is back behind me over here too. So let's get out on the bridge a little bit. This area was originally part of the original Trinity County, but in 1851 Klamath County was established and it became part of Klamath. And then later on in 1874, when Humboldt County was formed, it became part of Humboldt County. So I'm gonna walk the bridge a little bit here, and I don't, that's a little bit of a gorge, but I wanna go see if I can see the confluence here. Man, it's beautiful here. Get a nice look down the other side there. This is the Klamath River right here. Trinity flows out right over there. And these are pretty major rivers, which is why this area is so important to the history. Weitchpec is the oldest continuously inhabited areas in Humboldt, all of Humboldt. And it just served as a trade hub, and you know, the native folks would use both rivers and some of the creeks as highways, man, because it's just such a rugged coastline here. There's a village right over here, down below here, and then the Homestead Act of 1874, you know, settlers started coming in here and just claiming plots of land. A lot of back in here is where the town kind of was, and Abe Brizzard's store was up on that hill somewhere, the school and all that. But down here's where's one of the Yurok villages down in here. You know, this is sacred ground here. This is the land of the Yurok, and it's important to be respectful and recognize where we're at here. But there were several mines. You know, they'd use the monitors. That's just kind of how they wrecked the land back in the day. But J.C. Gist, Jonathan, owned a mine right down here around the corner. And I'm not sure if he's related to Arthur Gist, who was one of the presidents at Humboldt State University from 1930 to 1950, I want to say, Arthur Gist. And Arthur Gist is from here. And he was born in the late 1800s, I want to say 1888, but I don't know, but I believe they're related. But John C. Gist was one of the settlers that came here and claimed land, and there was a lot of dark history here with, you know, you start showing up and taking native land, you know. It's a good way to piss off the people that have claimed this land for a millennia. And so there was a couple of camps, military camps that were set up here, and there a couple of them were down. We're going to go down there, but Martin's Ferry, and so I'm going to take a ride down there just a little ways, and there's a bridge still there, but apparently there's pieces of the old bridge that are still there, but I'm going to go down and take a ride and check it out, man. All right, make my way down to Martin's Ferry here. This road actually, this road here comes out on Yurok. It's a drive and a half though, man, so one last look at the bridge. It's pretty amazing. Right, I make my way up the road here to Martin's Ferry. It's just a couple miles, and there's a bridge there as well, so let's go check it out, man. Getting up to the bridge here. Let's go walk the bridge, man. Welcome to Martin's Ferry, man. This intersection here. This is the 169. If you stay on it, it comes out in Yurok. It's you know, it's a mountain road, there's no doubt. But this bridge, this is Martin's Bridge here. Somewhere in the 1850s, John F. Martin created a ferry down here. You know, like a wooden barge to get supplies back and forth across the river here. As a result of the gold rush, you know. And I don't know when he first came out, but he was the first postmaster when they opened up a post office here in 1861. And it ran from 1861 to 1862, shut down for some reason. And then it reopened in 1865 and ran through 1891. So this place was pretty hopping, actually. Man, it is beautiful here. It's windy though. But eventually the ferry was replaced by a bridge, and I think that's part of the old bridge down there. I'm pretty sure. And it ran all the way, you can kind of see it. Ran straight across, and you can see the rest of it up over there. That's the Klamath. Runs out to the ocean, and this is looking back east. So beautiful out here. And you know, this is sacred land, so it's really important to recognize that when you come out here and visit and pay respects. But I wish I knew where the actual ferry was, but I guess I don't know. Let's walk to the end over here. Get a better look at the bridge down there. That this current bridge right here that I'm standing on, this was built in 1959, and that bridge down there was destroyed in the Christmas flood of 1955. You know, it came in through and wrecked it, and that's what's left of it down there. A little breezy. Take a walk to the other side here. The other thing that was out here was Camp Strobridge. It's military, you know. It's later named Fort Wool. The military was here to, you know, it's dark history. It just is what it is. You can't change it, but, you know, settlers started arriving after they discovered gold, and the Homestead Act of 1864, and, you know, it's just wrong, but it is what it is, I guess. But this is sacred land, and it's important to recognize that and be respectful, you know. The Yurok people are very nice, but, you know, they're protective of their land, and rightfully so. So it's really good to be pay respects and make sure we all behave ourselves when we come out here. So, well, thank you so much for watching. You know, it's so beautiful out here, and thank you so much to everybody that supported this channel. We really appreciate it. Certainly wouldn't be at where it's at without all of you. And it's bacon burger o'clock, so I got to head home here. One last look. Well, if you haven't subscribed already, please do. And from my family to yours, celebrate others, respect yourself, because love is powerful, man. And we'll see you on the next one.